My name is Ben. Welcome to Stony Brook Village, where we find ourselves on Long Island in New York. And I have a store in this shopping center we're going to take a look at. So I started Ben's Garden when I was just a kid. I was about 8 years old, quite a bit shorter, interested in art and design. I started making some things with things for my garden and started selling them to my parents' family and friends. Kind of built on that momentum. I continued doing what I loved. I was making coaster sets with pressed flowers, greeting cards, decoupage glass trays, which is just simply applying paper to glass with glue in a very fancy French way. Continued to make more things. I always was interested in feedback, hearing what people had to say, what people liked, what people didn't like, and using that to get better. And I did. With every single interaction I had, I listened, I refined, I got better. I listened, I refined, I got better. And when you start when you're 8, you don't have a lot of other things to do. It gave me a lot of time to get pretty darn good. Everybody and their close and then extended families had all of my coaster sets and decoupage trays, so I had to think bigger. So I made this catalog and I sent it to like 6 different businesses that I liked. And it turned out that was a great idea. And I thought, well, if we get orders, I'll deal with it then. Well, we did get orders. And we got orders when I was about 10 from companies like Smith & Hawken, which was a home and garden store, Anthropologie, and Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble ordered enough notepad sets with quotes on them that it filled 2 entire tractor trailers full of pallets. I still have a photograph of my brother sitting all the way in the back of the truck, and all you see are pallets of merchandise in front of him. It was a really exciting time. It was thrilling. Yeah, the product did well, and again, I just continued to listen to feedback and get better. Continue to listen to feedback and get better. Understanding that what I really kind of appreciated was this feedback and interaction with people. I opened my first retail store on Long Island in Oyster Bay when I was 19 years old. And we sold the majority of things that we make. Other things I just found and thought were super cool and unusual. We had our artist studio there where we would make all of the things that we would sell in my own store and then ship to businesses all around. And we had an enclosed courtyard garden. It was a very special space. My first employee in Oyster Bay was Liz Roosevelt. Something about her personality and my appreciation for rules, which I do like, and organization, and remarkable stories about her collecting ice and ice ponds to cool the main house near Sagamore Hill. I mean, the stories she had were from another world. Could you imagine having a staff? You have a family of 12 people and you have a staff of 67 to take care of you when you were growing up? So we got along really well. I opened a second store not long after in a neighboring town called Huntington. That store was about 2.5 times the size of Oyster Bay, which was really exciting. It was right in the center of town. New accounts. We would meet most of them at trade shows. So we would participate at shows in New York, in Atlanta, in Chicago. We would meet these relationships at trade shows and build relationships. So that's always been something that's at the cornerstone and at the heart of what we do, which is designing these products for people to have a special place for them in their home, and also for the retailers we work with, for them to have a special place in their store. Because we're not just another line. You know, these are products people prize, these are things that people hold dear, but it's just not another gift. It's really something meant to be special. So we find ourselves in one of my retail stores here in Stony Brook on Long Island, and this very well could be one of my favorite places in the whole world. Not only do we make all of the things that we sell, just about, we are also able to create an environment with music and scent and vignettes and display that show our product to captivate our customers and really create an experience for them, which I really enjoy. I also like to talk, so we do that too. Something that I've always really been interested in is retail. As long as two people keep having conversations, people will continue to always be in retail because people need help, and it's our jobs as salespeople to help the customers find what they're looking for. So a lot of the way that begins is just by listening, and along the way you can hear a lot of interesting stories. So since we're in a Ben's Garden store, I've divided the store into quadrants by best-selling product. For example, behind me, here we go. This is a wall of greeting cards. We have these on both sides of the cash register. What we've done is put a little science along with just what looks pretty. I like facts and I like science. According to Mickey Drexler in the Harvard Business Review, when you arrange things in color sequence, so the cards behind us are a perfect example. We have red to blue. You sell 30% more when things are arranged that way. That's really what takes the cake when it comes to merchandising. Having things look sharp, having things look great, having things look fresh, and also making them convenient to shop. Okay, so now we're gonna go on a tour, and I'm gonna show you some of our best-selling categories. Okay, so in merchandising my stores, I liken it to merchandising a trade show booth. We don't only want the customer's attention now, we want the customer's attention for as long as we can get it. We're delivering what the customer wants, which is more, new. Walk in, you'll see first thing, bright colors and graphic images. We have our image decoupage trays, and they're arranged by size. Let's see how we do this. And they're in stacks no taller than 6 trays. So to give you an example, that's 6 trays. That will ensure they don't get damaged. And what we also try to do, as you can see with this table of image trays here, we have some standing, as you can see over here, is that we group like with like. So you'll find with this Paris tray here, you'll find more Paris trays beneath it. Not the same, but complementary. That's a really strong word when it comes to merchandising for us. Right next to it, adjacent, you will see our decoupage quotes. And we have them arranged by size again. And then you'll also notice, let's see, how do we do this? So this father quote here, Pops, the man, the myth, the legend. There'll be other dad quotes beneath it. And we also have more trays standing here for customers to understand, hey, these are not only great on a table, but they can stand in a shelf unit and they can also hang on a wall. They are really versatile. So the more options the more practical options people have, the more reasons they have to buy it. It's not unusual every day for people to mass around these tables. Aren't these fantastic? These are decoupage trays. That's just a fancy word for applying glue to glass, but these are all made here in New York City. Did you have a particular image that you were looking for or a particular theme? We have them in a whole bunch of different sizes, and then they'll be like, oh, I'm looking for a sunflower and I want to spend $60. Okay, good to know. That makes reordering much easier because you're ordering with information instead of opinion. So again, near the front door, so we want to catch their eye with the image trays. Then we have stationery, which means for us, notepads, Post-its, Post-it sets, super strong magnets. And the reason why this is here is because it's colorful. It provides a great entry opening price point. All the things retail for less than $20. They're reasonable. So a thing of Post-its is like $9. This says the trouble with trouble is it starts out as fun. That's one of my favorites. How could it not be? We also happen to have it as a notepad. Oh, as a notepad. So what people will do is while they're shopping, they'll buy packs of complimentary quotes as gifts. So a small notepad and a Post-it set make a great desk combo. Designed the 2 notepad sets. So we have a large notepad set of 2 notepads and a small notepad set of 3 for the same price. The cost is $6.50. They're designed so that you can read both quote. They not only look great when you're giving them, they look great on the desk. Coincidence, red, yellow, blue. So we're doing that rainbow thing again because it works. So let's see what else we have here. A lot of lists. That's why we started making notepads in the first thing. I found this really cool old cookie jar. And this is where we have all of our Post-its. Love me, love my dog. It is what it is. What's nice is when you have small things, not only that are physically small, but small things that are also reasonable, people will pick up multiples of them while they shop. And it's not uncommon for people to pick up 4 or 6 different Post-its and buy them. Now behind me is a beautiful shelf of photo frames. Now, something that's unusual when it comes to our quote photo frames is, one, how beautifully packaged they are in these yellow gift boxes. That's something that I went to a lot of trouble to design. When I was very young and developed my first relationship with Nordstrom, we had to make gift boxes for all their stores. Their stores are poorly lit, they're dark, and all of our competition, who was in that market at the time, had green and gray boxes. So I thought, if we put our frame on a yellow box, it'll serve as a spotlight in their store. And boy, did it. The frames arranged, but with family, friendship, love, mom, and then we also have baby. But we have the sentiments organized together. So if somebody's looking for a baby frame, we not only look knowledgeable by showing them, hey, here's where the baby frame is. Coincidentally, there are 3 other baby frames right around it, which is exactly the kind of help we want to deliver and hope that the customer expects. That's a wheelbarrow. So every store of mine has a real wheelbarrow. Here we have, now, if you look at my waist and the floor, this table is bar height. The reason why it's bar height is because these are tabletop things. They don't belong, we don't want people to be bending over to read what's on the coaster set. We want to have the coaster set right in front of their eyes. So these are quote coasters. They come in sets of 4. The backs all say how they're handmade in New York City. And they come with these beautiful gift boxes like this. So again, we're not only using the gift boxes and the gift boxing to make the product more attractive, we're demonstrating to the customer how beautiful these gift boxes are. Aren't they pretty? These are a rock star product. I pay my rent with how many coasters we sell, because they're not only attractive, they're practical, and they make people laugh. Here we have French crystal dome paperweights. Look how cool they are. People are always so surprised because they're domes, how the magnification works like that. We have so many really, really great quotes. This is a great one. It says the best things in life, let's see. It says the best things in life are the people we love, the places we go, and the memories we make along the way. You can see, this is what it looks like from the side. This is what it looks like from the back. So it has another sticker that says how it's handmade in New York City, and that they're French crystal. So to give you an idea, we're always trying to drill home the fact these things are made by a small team of artists that I've trained, which makes them exceptional. Not only are they exceptional, they're priced to sell. So these crystal paperweights, what's interesting about crystal, a little scientific fact, I don't know if I've mentioned I'm interested in science. is crystal, because of its viscosity, the way the light hits the crystal, sparkles 8 times more than glass. So if you have a spotlight, let's see if you can see. So we have spotlights right on top of the crystal. They sparkle and they sell. So that's why these, both the coasters and the paperweights, are at bar level, that they're on more of a console table than a dining table, because we want them to be at eye level for the customer. We don't want them to be at their waist. Well, I think you're kind of getting an idea of what we do here. Again, it's all made in New York City. I personally design all of these things. Best-selling styles determine new styles. We listen to customers. I'm always listening to feedback. That's a large part of the reason why I have my own stores. And I don't work because I need to. I work because I love what I do. So I consider these things adventures. We really are looking forward to building a partnership and learning what you guys have to say, listening to your feedback, and only making things bigger and better. So until next time, this is Ben signing off.